It's Greg Redden here on December 16th. I'm in parts probably too well known, but at the start of the video there were sirens going off all over the city. For what I could sense from my experience wasn't an emergency. They were just trying to fuck with, the public or myself. We're just going to be silent, or I am for a while if I can. By the way, a good way to shut down bad behaving federal entities such as the fire, EMS, and or police is to pull out your camera. They have a stunning ability to get right when they're being video recorded. We're just live here on a universal YouTube broadcast that'll be archived. I really don't see any reason to blare. There could be any good reason to blare sirens unless there's an actual emergency to save somebody's life. And it happens all the time in these parts. Basically anywhere I go, it's these parts. It's all a joke to them. I figure when people are dying in mass quantity at the hands of their leaders, or being impoverished or tortured or incarcerated, raped, anything bad, it's not a good time for me in it. Especially when these sick twists are having fun at their own community's expense. It's not funny. Well, I'm always figuring, because I've been able to deduce that I'm always on camera even when I don't want to be. But I've grown a callus that long ago. You can't expect technology to be taken back that's already been made available to the marketplace or anybody's society. So I can generally stand by my actions or feel comfortable about them. Not always, in general. Bob Ross would say, there's our little federal friend. It's a little federal friend of ours. Mine, friendships with even federal employee, because people that don't want this to make live universal broadcast, which it currently is doing, they like to interfere with my signal. Again, when we started this video, sirens were going off all over the city, and you got to figure, you can deduce based on where you can hear the siren from. They're not going to any resolute location based on your ability to hear where they are in the city. They're doing that to scare the public, to control, to be like a ranch herder. Anything with dispatch, buses, taxis, all these city vehicles, they're all outsourced, most of them. Nothing is all inclusive, but in general, they've outsourced or been bullied into outsourcing by the government, often to pick up mine or your, depending, particulars and broadcasting society around me. It's called gang stalking. It's the general term for it. I'm not big on titles, but there's your friends at the fire department. You figure at least if you're on my camera, there's no real foul play involved ever. Meaning I won't use your particulars and whatever for malice, such as many of the gang stalkers that target me and other individuals. government-employed, community-based, covert gang stalkers as they be. I just figured I'd sometimes it's absurd to me personally when I happen to be filming myself or whatever is going on around me. And these people walk into my frame and say, I don't want to be taped. Like, what made you think I was interested in you? It's like we're all being recorded always, even in places we don't want to be. Anything with electricity. You got to figure, on my phone or any phone, basically any Android phone, you pay a few bucks. It has the ability to interact with any electrical being around you. Anything with electricity, any component, TV, phone, anything. If you wonder why sometimes your heat controls itself, even though you put it at a certain point, it's just the way it is. I'm not putting it in a negative sentiment necessarily. If machines, we'll just call them machines for all sakes and purposes here, if they're going to be serving us or such, they need to be doing things for our benefit, our personal benefit, since we're all individuals. Hello. Hey, look, I've got my own body cam too, occasionally. Though mine, unlike law enforcement's, is very readily publicly made. And two, it's not edited for later misuse, as often sometimes police video can be done. It's a four-way, motherfucker. Yield to pedestrians, you cocksucker. You got a 4-ton vehicle, you fucking punk. It's a four-way. Nowhere in there did they say fucking run somebody over, you fucking cunt. I deal with this on a regular basis. People trying to bully me with their vehicles. I'll be walking on a pedestrian walkway. They'll be going stalking speeds. And then when I go to cross the street, which is very slow, stalking speeds are. When I go to cross the street, they speed up and want to be a tough guy with their 4-ton vehicle. And that ain't going to happen. I've been run over once recently, and the next time, I figure if I'm still okay to be walking, then the person who runs me over next time is not, they're going to be going to the ER. I can go to jail. I'm stupid like that. Last time I was stupid in Orlando, the guy ran me over. I got up. I forgave him. It's bullshit. I should have done what I originally thought, because the guy called the police anyway, and I left the scene. Get it? He runs me over on purpose. He's interested in the authorities being called, as the people that were there with dispatch radios, just on happenstance. You're not. If you basically you run me over with your 2-ton, 4-ton vehicle, doesn't matter what size, and I get up, I'm gonna level you, and you can put me in jail, and I'll own that. Yield to pedestrians everywhere. There's a difference between running somebody over, and a lot of people use that as means. Well, I didn't see him, you know. It's a cover a lot of times. But there's record of that, believe it or not. We're all on video all the time. Certainly if you're in my area, you're being recorded. Even if I'm not formally recording you on my publicly made public fucking broadcast. Why don't we have a 5-way stop? Pedestrians. You know, it's 4-way. Bitch wants to run me over. And then after she doesn't, she sits there anyway. What were you going to really, what'd you have to be in such a hurry for that you thought it okay to almost run somebody over, you fucking bitch? Anyway, I'll calm down on that. I don't want to scare people. I'm working on giving myself a self-imposed anger management. Stay at home a lot more. That's for goddamn sure. Anybody without a vehicle that you're bullying, you deserve what you get if you run them over, if they're on a bike or whatever. And I ain't saying necessarily in the court of law. It's not how I deal with things. In fact, they tried to use it against me the last time they ran me over. People wonder why people are sometimes in the street. Let me tell you this from firsthand experience. Pedestrian walkways anywhere in this country are generally not safe. There's some for the people that want to yell, they're safe, look at this. No, generally they're fucking not. Come on. So people will have a tendency to try. And you shouldn't run anybody over anyway or hit anybody with your fucking car or use it to influence them. Ever. Fuck. There's other ways to deal with something. If you got a problem with somebody, well, in that instance, there's people I thought of I'd like to run over. I didn't do it though. Can't judge everything. I'm sure there's instances where people deserve. You're raping some chick and she runs you over. A perfect instance. You deserve to be run over. Molesting a child and the father comes upon it and runs you over with his car and backs up. That's an okay circumstance in my mind, theoretically. But when I'm trying to cross the street, or anybody is just trying to make their way in their day, and you want to use your vehicle, that's just going to stop. And using these fucking EMS vehicles, they want to label me the terrorist because that's an easy way for them to hide behind. We're the good guys. We're going to blare these sirens off all day. Scare the children, scare your dogs, scare the people. This is going to go on around you for 8 fucking years, Greg. And it's going to be okay. Well, it's not. You should feel much more safer on if you happen to run across authentically my area where I'm recording. See, the thing is, usually danger spreads away from me in those instances often in general. Whereas I don't trust these publicly placed cameras everywhere that are controlled by who. We don't know who specifically. We can find out because that's all got a record as well. Pretty cool light setup. I like these Christmas fucking lights, these badass neon ones I've been seeing lately. Pretty cool. I don't have the time, nor do I have the interest in spending the time to set them up over my place, but they are fun to look at. Well, we're going to stop her there for now. Audience retention drops from my analytic point of view, or my, rather, YouTube analytics after 30 minutes. So I'm going to put the kibosh to that for now. We're at about 26. Let's hope I can make it home without having to restart my camera. We can all be cool. Blare your music. Fucking be yourself authentically, or do whatever you want. As long as it's not harming me or targeting somebody else, especially on a formal government employee level. Because we'll all look stupid in the end. What was that one character that said one time? I think it was to Ronald Reagan, why can't we all win? I kind of like that point of view. Come on, let's